Greetings and salutations on this wonderful Friday morning. So, in regard to the rules of burden from the novel that I'm finishing up right now, I'm going to go through, there's 113 or so of the rules of burden, and not all of them are going to be in the draft. At the end of the novel, there's going to be a listing of the entirety of the rules of burden. But for now, I'll just make these short little videos to go through all of the rules of burden as they are. Kind of go into them bit by bit. And you'll notice that they contradict themselves, and some of them are pretty nasty. But you know, the rules of society, they have their ways. And so, I'm going to do 2 of the rules of burden today as I'm doing this. I'm using a mild wash to create atmosphere instead of using just straight black ink. One of the interesting things about ink drawing is that you're more confined with textures than you are with outline. So you have to deal with atmosphere and textures and light and shadow, because you don't have the benefit of color to kind of persuade the viewer that there's textures, light and shadow, and shape. Anyway, the first rule of burden. The rules of burden have no final number, no end count, as the burdens of man are infinite. And this seems to, be accurate with history. You look at everything that humanity's been through, everything ends up becoming a burden of society, being a member of society, being a ward of the state, consequences to actions, law and order, crime and punishment, etc., etc. And the second rule of burden. All human beings are better under a burden. And this can mean one of 2 things. It could be, like a muscle. Living is like a muscle. The more effort, the better and stronger you are. Or if you're a utility of some government or state,